Nerd Confessions.
Incoming transmission. Accessing database. Identification acquired. Welcome back, user. Nerd Confessions will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody, welcome back to Nerd Confessions, our safe haven where we discuss our thoughts, opinions on everything nerdy, geeky, techie, and whatever. It's been a week since our last confession, but before we jump into it, we'd like to remind our listeners that you can follow us on various social media platforms, find previous episodes, and view bonus content in our website, nerdconfession.net. I'm Ellie, the moderator for this episode, and I'm joined by Soheil.
What's up?
William.
Hello.
And Tommy.
Yo, yo.
Well, in this episode, we'll be talking about the latest nerd news, the latest expansion for Destiny, Rise of Iron, and the Netflix exclusive Luke Cage. So, for starters, let's see what everyone's been up to this week. Soheil, what's new with you?
Well, I haven't been doing very much because I've been traveling a lot in the last couple weeks.
Boo.
I went to Portland and I went to Las Vegas and then I came back to California. And so I played Ark. I continue to play Ark with Tommy over here.
Yeah.
And watched Luke Cage.
All day, every day.
And then I also watched The Man on the High Castle.
Don't know what that is.
And then I also watched
I don't know what that is either.
Another show. I'm revisiting Mr. Robot because I got a little confused. Then I saw an ad for a Halloween costume that said sexy hacker chick. So I wanted to look at it again, see if it was in the movie, which it was not.
Did you not make it that far?
I haven't even finished.
Sexy hacker chick?
Well, no, it's just taking the mask from the show, right?
No, I just wanted to see if it was still in the movie. It was a joke.
It's just taking the mask.
They just put a mask on like a sexy hoodie that goes like halfway down the lady's butt.
It's like sexy and ominous.
Basically. And anything sexy that comes out like a sexy Pikachu is basically just a yellow underwear with a Pikachu tail and Pikachu ears.
A little hoodie, yeah.
Well, that's it.
That's good enough.
So what else with y'all?
So what about you, Tommy?
I just watched all of Luke Cage. I binge watched that. It was pretty good. And then just been playing Ark like crazy.
What a weirdo.
What, you don't like it?
I mean, do you do anything else besides that?
No, that's it. I don't even like sleep anymore.
Did you say you're doing a little Luke Cage? Watching a little Luke Cage? I'm just wondering what
it
you
depends
said.
on the day, to be quite honest with you.
Awesome.
All right.
William, what did you do?
Brace
Don't call me
yourselves.
Will.
Brace
Call
yourself.
me Will. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, are we gonna
Brace
Slowly,
yourselves.
I'm making my way through BioShock Collection. I don't have a chance to play it very much right now, especially with Destiny Rise of Iron. And if I do get a break from that, I join Tommy, which is not very much. So you can imagine how much I'm playing BioShock Collection. I watched Luke Cage and a little bit of American Horror Stories.
Which season? Sorry.
I jumped around, Ellie. I jumped around.
Did you like
they
it?
don't
Do you
know.
like it?
I watched Murder House, and I thought it was boring. There's like nothing unique about it, but the gimp suit and rape.
I am looking at
It's
Ellie's
interesting.
face and it's not very happy with you right now.
And then I looked at the Asylum one. I watched the Asylum one, and then I started watching it, and all I could do was read up about asylums, like real ones, and real life procedures they did, and that scared me more than the
So
show.
which one was
You know
your
what-
favorite? Sorry.
You know what William did to me
What
whenever
did
he
he
says
do?
watching this? He's like, "Hey, Soheil, do you know what a lobotomy is?" And I said, "What?" And then he looks at me. He's like, "Well, that's when they take your brain and they make you sing like the Star Spangled Banner, and then while you're singing it, they like cut out your brain until you can't sing it right." And then
that's when they know the operation's done. It scared me. Could you
And-
imagine that
And
happening
this is
to
what
you?
Will tells me randomly. Just like, yeah, did you know what lobotomy?
Well,
What?
at least
This
he learned
happens.
things.
I just read about it, and
So-
I find it more scary than the
So
actual.
they just tell you to sing the national anthem.
Yeah,
and
sing
then-
the national anthem, or like say God's prayer, and once you like you're not intelligible when you're trying to say it anymore, that's when they stop.
That's where you're supposedly fixed, like a personality.
That's when you reach the
switch.
intelligence of a 3-year-old for the rest of your life.
Basically, they still do that when they do brain surgeries, but they only do that to see if they messed you up. So they'll make you talk, and if you start going, yeah, then
tell
they'll
you
like,
right now,
do not touch that spot.
I don't even know. I don't remember how to sing to them. So they're gonna be like, "This guy's already fried." They never did that shit to me. We wish you a merry
They
America.
did that.
They're like,
Do you
"Oh."
know what was even more scary? In 1932 is when this was becoming a thing in the United States, and they did this to John F. Kennedy's sister because she was a rebellious woman, and she wasn't doing what women of that age would do.
Which
they
means that she was doing sexy stuff.
So they fried her brains or what?
So yeah, they
Scrambled
didn't
eggs.
know how bad it would be, and then she was just
You should watch the American Horror
Committed for the
Story
rest of her life.
Asylum, which that has there's a scene with that in it, and you'd be surprised who they do it to.
well. One of my favorite movies is The Exorcist, and they had an exorcism, and I was disappointed by the exorcism they have in the show. It sucked.
In the show Exorcist.
No, in the Asylum, American Horror Story.
Well, that wasn't. No.
It was
To
an
anybody that
exorcism.
doesn't know, I actually went to the house that show was in New Orleans.
Really?
You did?
I sent you a picture of it, Ellie.
Did you fall down the stairs?
No,
Oh,
I
that
went
was just a picture.
of
Wait,
one
I
of the
just
houses.
remember
The
that.
vampire house. The vampire house.
Mm,
What, the one that were vampires? I don't know what it was. Something American Horror Story.
no, there was
Oh,
a
I
lady.
thought you were talking about-
They were probably talking about the witch, the coven.
Yeah, the Coven.
season.
There you go, Coven. There
And
you
there
go.
it was a house. I forgot the
Silent
name. It
vampire.
was like Madame something, but she was known to torture slaves or her slaves and pretty much kill them and drain them for their blood, using their blood to then use as a beauty regimen, pretty much. And
That lady actually existed,
yes,
Yeah, and I
I'm
know-
aware of that.
but her house wasn't that house. By the
You
way,
went
the
a
real
different
house is like near. It's like closer to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, that's the thing about American Horror Stories that's interesting. Is kind of based off real things, and then it interests me in the real things. But the show
Because Will
Well,
likes
that's
Lobotomy.
cool.
is
That's
not
what-
the hook.
Like if you try to get into it, it's kind of like if you know about those real things that happen,
It's
and
still-
then it's like
it's still
trying to.
boring enough for me to want to just read about the real stuff. Just saying.
I enjoy. I like listening to horror story type stuff, but I don't really like watching horror because it kind of like makes me too amped. You know,
Amped?
Yeah, like I get like really like antsy
That's
Why?
a good
because I
thing.
laugh a lot and then I start giggling, and people don't like that during horror movies.
I can't watch horror shit. My brain gets
Is-
way too
Oh my
creative
god! Do you
for my
remember
own
when the
good.
Blair Witch had that light shine on her, and she started doing acrobatics?
That was the best. That movie was hilarious.
Did you do anything else, William?
No, that's it.
That's good.
I hope so. Shit.
What did you do, Ellie?
I didn't do much. I just watched shit. Sorry, no,
So
watch shit.
no, I didn't watch shit.
Oh,
I watched
oh.
stuff.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, she's getting racist with it.
Oh no, okay. We'll first start. I watched this movie. It's called Miss Peregrine's Home of Peculiar Children. Have you guys
how
heard
was
of
that?
it?
I heard of
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay, so the trailers do no justice. I was like, what the hell is these trailers? I hated the trailers. It made me not want to watch it.
Which is
But
weird.
I love Tim Burton movies. I do, except for Alice in Wonderland.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Who's
But
the main actress in this movie? Ava Adams or Evie something?
I really don't know the actors' names. I have no idea. But the movie was great. I would watch it a second time.
So you liked it?
I liked it a lot. It was very Tim Burton-y, but it's kind of has a new light to Tim Burton films. I don't know. if
So
that
do
makes
you
sense.
feel like you would fit into that home?
I probably would.
Are you a particular child?
Peculiar child,
Whatever.
Are you a particular?
Are you a particular
Are you
child?
particularly peculiar?
yes. Home of particular children, yeah. Peculiar children. No, it was a great movie, and I also watched Luke Cage. We'll discuss that later.
Mhm.
All right, all
You
right.
bet we will.
Yes,
You
we will.
bet we will.
And I also played a little bit of Destiny, Rides of Iron, those, Iron Banners.
Iron Banners.
I am
Who you been
banners.
playing with?
With people that, it's cool.
Oh,
Are they cool people or?
No, of course. One of them is sitting in this room.
Oh, William.
Hi.
No, actually, it's a little elf underneath the table.
hey, I'm not an elf, man. That's fucked up. I know I'm shorter than you guys, but Jesus
You haven't played with your friend
You're
Thomas at all?
sitting under the table? No, I haven't played with him.
The
What
heck?
you
Who
I
said
know, I'm just
something
curious.
sitting on the table? Okay.
You catching behind?
Hey,
Or
do you
what?
know that Tommy's character in Ark is a midget?
That's your goddamn fault. It's all on you. You did this to me.
But yeah, that's all I
Oh, I'm
did.
sorry for everyone that's short out there.
News of the week.
First news of the day.
Google has unveiled a new phone line called Pixel. It supports Google's VR platform called Daydream View. Google VR headset comes with a remote that has accelerometers and gyro sensors, which allow better presence in the VR space than the Samsung Gear VR currently offers. The Pixel comes with standard audio jack, unlike the iPhone 7, and has unlimited photo storage because of online storage, I guess. And that Daydream View looks like a bra on your face.
It's true. It does look like a bra on your face.
What if it explodes?
Dude, imagine on your face.
Good
Just
thing it's
running
not
around,
those
your face on
Samsung.
fire.
What,
Yeah.
you think it's going to blow up?
I could.
I don't. Let's hope not.
I don't know where all this.
Ellie,
Well, I think if it were a Note 7, not a new Google phone, it would have probably exploded in your face. But this one probably won't. It looks amazingly like an iPhone, though.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Is that a button on the back, by the way?
I think so.
So instead of having the button on the front, it's a button on the back.
Yeah. So
Which
you kind of
makes
don't have
kind
to
of
move your hand. Yeah.
sense.
That's
But
retarded. How are you gonna put a case on there and use the button? Her.
You have to have a hole in the back.
what the
like
hell's
those
the case
iPhone
on the back of the
cases.
iPhone with the Apple symbol?
It's a hole in it.
Yeah, buddy.
Stupid.
But at the end of the day, I think it'll be cool. I think Ellie made a good choice, though. That iPhone 7's really nice.
It is.
Is it?
It's a sleek, very nice.
And you just bought that, right?
Yes, it arrived 2 days ago.
And jet black, right?
What did you do
In
when it
jet
arrived?
black.
So you get
did
a
you
pink
wait
cover?
at home and call out of work to get it, or what did you do?
Actually, so I was expecting a delay. It was supposed to get on to my house on Wednesday, but then I got a notification. Hurricane Matthew. Oh, that hurricane.
Damn,
It's
that
Hurricane Matthews.
Hey, but to my surprise, it had no effect in Korea, so it came on Monday instead of expected Wednesday. No effect.
That's awesome. Why the hell is your phone coming from Korea?
It
Because
came.
we don't make
I
shit
tracked
here.
it. Went from China to Korea to
Oh, okay.
something.
It stopped in like
Yeah.
Seoul.
Bangladesh.
It came from But first thing I did, I didn't have to call out of work.
Did you like push anyone out of the way to get it?
I was off that day.
That's awesome.
Were you in like
I
line?
spent the whole day with it. It was kind of cute.
Wow.
When we
Do you-
went out
do you
to
like the button?
park. I do. It's nice.
Is it
It
any?
doesn't-
Is it
I
any
feel-
different than the current iPhone?
Would you like to try it out?
No, not
Yes, you do.
particularly.
So
Yeah.
Google has announced Google Home, a competitor to Amazon Echo, and will be retailed for $129.
This thing looks like a lipstick.
A large one.
Yeah,
it
the
looks-
other one looked like a bra. This one looks like lipstick.
No, this one looks like those air fresheners.
It
yeah,
looks
like those
Wally.
Febreze ones. Yeah.
Yeah, you twist it. and shit.
Wally.
Wally with like some kind of with
When
like
did Wally
like
wear a lipstick hat?
in and out.
Well, to
Hi.
backtrack a little bit, the fact that it's cloth, I think, will make it a little bit more comfortable on your face for the VR headset. Maybe
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah.
it's a little bit more lightweight. But these look cool. How you can change the base.
But why? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who's gonna go home? Yeah, I want to put a purple base on now.
I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna.
You can have it match whatever decor you have in your house.
That is very true. I forget.
But why wouldn't you just want plain black or plain white? They're neutral.
Well, some people like
flashy.
some people like me would like to have a white.
Pink one? What? Oh, a white one.
There is no pink one here. It looks like it's just
Is most
probably
of your
because
house
of
white?
sand tone. No, my house is kind of tan.
Oh,
I like white.
It's true.
stuff.
It's kind of tan.
I want to say, yeah, my house is like tan on tan. Like if you take a tan swatch and then you put it next to a tan swatch that's even lighter by like maybe half shade, that's my house. Tan on tan. Anyway, so there's a sand color one, a teal one, a purple one, a gray one, a black one, a gold one for you fancy Iranians out there, and a white one. You know, I'm Iranian, so I can say it.
Gold is good.
If you're Armenian as well.
all right, but a replacement Samsung Galaxy Note 7 phone has caught fire on a Southwest plane.
So many fires.
More and more
Oh,
problems
man.
for Samsung. U.S. carriers have halted sales for the replacement.
They're actually trashing.
And now
Now they're trashing
they've
them, right?
totally they're
Recall.
except they're taking returns. They all recalled them.
Yeah, they said that phone is completely out of the market. Apple stock has taken actually a jump because of it. So if you have Apple stock, you got a little bit of money.
Yeah, because it was all Samsung and Apple for a while.
Mm-hmm. And Note 7 is the competitor to the phone you have in your hand. So, that's
Damn.
crazy.
Until a pixel drops.
Can you
and then-
imagine my phone explodes right now?
It's
Yeah,
not
you're
going
gonna
to.
catch on fire.
I don't think your phone will explode. I hope your phone never explodes, and I hope you have many years with your phone.
This is like a baby. Like
Thank you. Thank you. I feel blessed.
you know how sad it is when you have a brand new phone and you think you're gonna take a cool picture and you jump and your phone comes out of your pocket and lands face first on the ground?
Wait, I'm sorry. Let's backtrack here. You said you're gonna take a picture and then you're gonna jump.
Like, yeah, you jump like so you're like midair when you're taking the photo.
Why would you do that?
Or you missed a step and you're falling.
Or I'm just giving you a personal story that happened to me.
You jumped
So-
while
Oh,
taking
take
a
pictures
photo.
of people jumping.
I was jumping so I could look like I was floating in the air, and
That-
all of a sudden my brand new
Oh,
iPhone
okay, I get it.
5S flies out of my pocket, and I watch it, and it goes flying and flying and flying, and it goes kaplap on the ground.
Was it caught on camera?
No, Ben saw it though.
Did it crack?
It just it was demolished.
See, this is what
Aw.
happens. You have no reason to be jumping. You're too big for that.
That happened to my
No business being
iPhone
up there.
5S too. I actually missed a step and I fell.
It's because
Did
were you
did hurt,
texting?
did you hurt
Huh?
yourself or did your phone just fall?
I hurt myself a lot more than my phone. My phone just got a chip on a corner.
Were you texting and walking?
No, I was gonna go take a picture. This was in Mexico. It's not even pavement.
Or? Oh, it's kind of
That's
racist.
sad.
Shut up. It's not racist when I know when it's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you're not all of Mexico.
And how is that racist? That's a country, not a person.
She's catching on. Shit.
All 8 Harry Potter movies will be coming to IMAX starting October 13th.
Holy segue. I
That's
like
today.
it.
Oh, it is. Today is the 13th.
Someone's
Why
over.
And it's not a Friday.
Why aren't we watching it?
We are.
Goodbye.
I already got my mug right here.
I mean, are any of you excited of that new one? What is it? Something
Hell no.
Beast?
I forget. It's something called. I know.
Somebody's magical beast fell out of a box or some shit like that.
I mean, it looks fun.
Why are you so rude? Magical Beast fell out of a box.
Yeah,
I think it's called Fantastic Beasts or
Yes,
something
yeah.
else.
Ah, same thing.
Fantastic
Tomato,
Beasts.
tomato. You know how it is.
I don't like you.
It's
Ouch.
J.K. Rowling's apparently
Rolling.
Rowling. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie.
Fantastic beads.
Sorry, bees or beads. Just got bigger. Apparently, they said there's going to be 5 films for that movie. I just found that out. right now.
5 films
5. Wow.
for
For that.
one damn book?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
What the hell?
Well, let's hope it's as successful as the Harry Potter movies. Because I mean,
Who is your favorite Harry Potter character? That's a random offshoot of a
I
story.
like that weird girl. Gosh, why I don't remember.
Luna
Luna.
Lovegood.
Yes.
Yeah, I know
I
my Harry
relate.
Potter. So, Will, who is your favorite? I know I'm kind of being weird and going
I'm
on.
not sure.
Mine was Sirius Black.
Is
Sirius
it
Black?
Ron Weasley? I'm just kidding.
That's super rude. Ron Weasley has red hair.
What was that guy that died?
Or his brother.
His brother.
Oh,
Sirius
his
Snape.
brother. His
Sirius
brother.
Snape. I liked
He's
how
Gleason.
nasally. I like how nasally Sirius Snape is. Don't compare me to the redhead people.
My
The
favorite,
Domhnall Gleeson, the brother of John Reed.
Do not compare me to those people.
my favorite character.
General Hall.
Are you like a distant
My
cousin?
favorite character was
New order.
my favorite character was Cedric Diggory because it was Robert Pattinson. He died,
Oh, that's
and it made me happy. It was
Sirius
Robert
Snape.
Pattinson.
He died and became a vampire.
Oh, cool.
My son.
Hey, but movies, you guys.
Movies.
A Gears of War movie has been confirmed. It will
Oh
be,
shit! No, really?
yeah, Universal.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Universal Pictures. Scott,
Stuber, I think.
I was gonna say Stubber. He did Ted and the Kingdom.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah,
It's
now
a
you
very
know.
weird like
And Dylan Clark,
platform.
Rise of Planet of the Apes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really like that movie.
Is
so.
his name Dylan or Dylon?
It's
I think
Dylan.
it's
That's
Dylan.
Dylan.
I believe it's
I
Dylan.
think-
That's
Dylan.
Dylan.
Oh, wow, you're amazing.
Dylon, get that.
Wait, the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, that's like the recent ones, right?
I love the name Dylon.
Dylon?
It's like the worst name. But anyway, moving on.
Speaking of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, they actually have a new one coming out called War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
I know,
I'm
it's
excited
great.
for that.
I mean, I am a big fan of the
So am I.
originals, the 70s one.
I'm not.
Fuck.
I like the first one. It started getting really weird after that.
She's so hot.
Did you watch the sequels, Ellie?
Sequels of what?
Planet of the Apes?
The originals?
Yeah.
Yes. They get cheesy.
Was
I
it
love
the
it.
Was it the second one that got really weird? The second one, they're
No,
like
the
the
second
underground and they have people that are mind readers.
No, I think it was.
There's
no,
humans
it
that
wasn't
like
the
mind
second one.
readers. Or was that like the third one or something?
Must have been the third one up because the second one's still.
I actually
kinda
liked the
normal.
one where it went back to like when the planets,
Modern
the apes took over. Yeah, that was cool.
That was weird as shit. And
I like
apes could
that one.
talk and everything.
The one I hate the
But I
most.
didn't like the one where like the underground humans are reading minds. Go ahead.
The one I hated the most is the Mark Wahlberg one.
No, Tim Burton.
That
was
one's the
terrible. You
worst.
really liked that?
I was okay.
It was terrible.
It was so hard to watch.
It was okay.
I hate it.
The-
I hate it worse than.
I guess it had that creepy thing to it.
I hate it more than Willy Wonka.
Mark
You
Wahlberg.
hate
Oh,
Oh.
dude, Willy Wonka, Tim Burton's Willy Wonka is the worst.
I liked it.
What?
It was
You like
kind of
those- how
weird,
about the
but
weird
okay. The
Indian
one
guys?
Tim Burton movies I don't like are Alice in Wonderland. He ruined that for me. I expected it not to be the same as the usual ones, but still, I didn't like it.
It was
And
okay.
then-
Alice in Wonderland was okay.
Then after that, it was like Dark Shadows that he did. I wasn't a big fan of that. Like the art direction, but not the story or anything like that. And then the new movie is good. But everything between that, I don't like.
But
Big Eyes was okay.
Gears of War. I think I'm excited for it. I hope they do it well.
It'll be
I
cool.
hope they do it justice.
Mm-hmm.
It could be really cool or it could be really crappy.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to do a lot of CG.
I just hope it doesn't end up like G.I. Joe.
You think they'll make
Or
it?
like Suicide Squad. Oh, just kidding.
Do you think they'll end up doing a Halo movie, like a full scale?
No.
Because of this? As a competition.
Maybe, but at least when the Halo movie was canceled, we got District 9 because I love that movie.
District 9 is really good.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
You got to see it.
It's an
really
amazing
good. I
movie.
have it on like three different versions: DVD, Blu-ray, and digital.
Wow.
Well, there's going to be a Suicide Squad extended cut coming to
I
Blu-ray.
heard about this.
They'll feature the Joker and Harley Quinn scenes.
Are
And
they
then hopefully Jared Leto actually watched this time.
Are they sex scenes?
Oh, I doubt Jared Leto will actually watch it this time.
Leto.
Leto. He really needs a Leto.
Let it
he
go.
really
He really needs to let it go that movie was not that great.
Oh,
Well, he needs to
hopefully
let
it's
go
alright.
that he's not that great in this movie. And
He had a scenes cut. Well,
I know,
Yeah.
but the scenes that are there.
but
He
doesn't do anything. He says, like,
all
10
his scenes
sentences.
cut.
He just growls the whole time.
He was actually more in that movie called Pink Lamborghini. What is that song with
Yeah, I think it's
Purple Lamborghini or something like that?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, the song with Big. What's his name again? Bob Ross.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. Yeah, he has
Big
more
Boss.
than that. Some.
Every other one but the right one. Nice.
Go ahead, Ellie.
So there's a
Damn.
demo for Outlast 2 that has been released. The demo has left a stronger impression on some than the original. Outlast 2 is expected to release Q1 2017.
This one looks, if it's going to be more hardcore than the first one, I'm really excited for it because the first one was really good. So
I like the
I'm
Outlast
really
one.
excited for this Outlast. The expansion for Outlast 1 was even darker than the base game, and I really enjoyed it.
I never played it, but I heard it was pretty good.
It's really good.
I don't think you'll ever play that game, by the way.
Yeah, 'cause I'll be
what
stuck on
what I
Ark.
hope for is it's playable in VR.
You'll be what?
Then I'll be
No.
really
Stuck
happy.
on Ark
You'll be
still.
afraid of it because it's a horror game.
Oh god.
Well, I know something you like, William. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
So the official name for Blade Runner 2 has been announced. Blade Runner
2049.
I want to say it cool, but it's like 2049
Yeah.
or 2049 or
You know what's funny, Ellie?
2049.
Remember Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah,
Blade Runner
that's a
2049.
myth. I heard something, but I heard it's just a myth.
It's not a myth. Project Red, CD Project Red is making it, and they're a really good developer, and it'll happen, and they're hiring for
Well-
it. What I think is really cool about this is on Facebook they shared a picture with Ridley Scott, Dennis
Yeah, I
Villeneuve,
think-
Harrison Ford, and Ryan Gosling all together for the first time, and it's really going to happen. So I'm really excited.
So is Ryan
Oh.
Gosling his younger self?
I'm not sure,
Younger Harrison?
but I wouldn't be surprised because he could pull it off.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I think that's going to be awesome. I love Blade Runner 1.
Ryan Gosling's pretty cool.
Does he eat his cereal?
What?
Look at her. Look at
Has
her
Ryan
face.
Gosling eaten his
Look at her
cereal yet?
smirking
I
about
don't
Ryan
know.
Gosling. This is disgusting.
Do you have
Fuck
any?
you.
Do you have any like game news?
I don't know. Maybe. Naughty Dogs.
What? Can you just read
Are you talking about Ryan Gosling again? God damn it.
We got some naughty dog.
So we
and
got-
hitting her head on
So we
the-
got this creative director, Neil Druckmann.
Druckmann? Oh, drunk man.
Let me start this.
Druckmann.
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 Jerkman?
Okay, so Neil Druckmann, creative director and writer of the popular developer Naughty Dog, has posted on Twitter that he is,
Fraternizing with the enemy.
yes he is, and enjoying Gears of War 4.
Holy crap. Hashtag end the console wars.
Moving on, guess.
No, I think it's funny because a lot of people love him because they're PlayStation fans, but he's playing an Xbox game. I think it's the only thing that's funny. So the on Twitter is actually filled with hate.
I mean, he's
Why?
tasting the competition.
I mean, just
And
play
just
what you want.
enjoy the games on whatever platform. Doesn't matter. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
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 All I say is don't get any ideas.
Or do. Fuck it. Who cares?
So he has these PlayStation VR stuff. So there's more and more reviews coming in for it and are being very critical about the tracking system that it uses. They state that the play space is very small for tracking and that tracking is often lost.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just new shit. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Well, it's going in with a camera that's, 3 years old, right, Will?
Yeah, it came out in 2010. No,
10?
2000. Wait, when did it come out? When did it come out?
I don't know. Was it
Around the same
11,
time.
12? I don't know.
It was around the same time that the Kinect came out.
Connect.
If you can remember when that was. I think it was like 2009, 2010.
Yeah, it's an
Okay,
old
so
one.
like 6
Yeah.
years old. So
yeah,
6-year-old technology.
It's an older, and that technology is based off the
PlayStation
camera they
Eye?
had before. Yeah, the PlayStation Eye. They just added 2 cameras. Oh no, yeah, that was based off PlayStation Eye, and now they added this one with the 2 cameras is just based off the PlayStation. The PlayStation camera is based off the PlayStation Eye, which is what was it called in PlayStation 3?
I think it was just called the PlayStation Eye, from what you were talking about.
No, there was one before that was compatible.
I don't know, man. I didn't even have that.
It just didn't have the microphone on it.
I never bought it because I was so angry with
Well, it's based off
PlayStation.
of really old technology. It uses a light bulb, an LED bulb on the controller for tracking.
Mhm.
So you can just imagine how inaccurate that can be with the camera.
Well, let's hope they fix that soon.
You can't really fix it.
It's what keeps it cheap. I think maybe they can update some firmware updates that might make it a little bit better over time, but I really think it's just a limitation of the hardware, which is unfortunate. But it's really cheap, and that's the advantage that it has right now.
Yeah, but you guys
So-
are still excited to use it, right?
Yeah, because it has some good support right now.
Did you get it, Ellie?
No, I'm not rich like you.
Damn, Ellie, there's so much hot fire in your throat today.
What?
Oh, that was nasty. You're nasty.
I didn't say nothing.
We're all gonna go get slushies after this.
What?
What? Who's a slushy?
What? Why are we getting
You when
slush?
you drink.
Wait, why are we getting slush?
Why'd you laugh at that so hard?
I imagine myself as a drunk slushy. I don't know.
Yo, I got some weird.
What would Ellie as a drunk slushy be like?
I got some
On the
weird.
floor.
A cup that's like full.
Just sloshing left and right.
That's moving like really slowly across.
That's
the
not far from the truth, to be honest.
Well, when I'm
Oh,
drunk,
damn.
I've been told I hide underneath tables.
What the
The
fuck?
fuck?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. Like my
troll?
friends always bring
The
this
apocalypse?
up.
What? Goddamn
No,
earthquakes.
they always bring this up, and they're like, "Ellie, you're underneath the table, and you're telling us to go under with you." I'm like,
Whoa.
Why don't you build forts when you get drunk? That sounds like fun.
That's probably what
well,
it
it's
is.
because I'm in public. There's not much material to work with.
Except
you
the table that's
you go
what you're
under
sitting on.
tables in public.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
You are a fucking slushy.
I love it. Let's use that.
I'm a fucking slushy. Okay.
I'm partially frozen and so good.
What?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Uh,
Hey guys, there's a new Power Ranger trailer.
shit.
good.
Yeah, it's really dark compared to the original. I was all upbeat and lighthearted.
Yeah, they made Angel Grove look so dark.
They made it look a lot more dark, but I was a little disappointed they didn't reveal Zordon.
I know,
And
but
the-
we know who that's gonna
I don't
be.
even
Yeah, we all know
remember
what that's gonna
half
be.
this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
Isn't
I was so
isn't
little.
Zordon the guy from House of Cards, or am I crazy? No, House of Cards. I mean,
No.
sorry,
Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad guy.
Yes.
Yeah, Breaking Bad
Bryan
guy.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan
He's also in Godzilla.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine his bald head right there.
Oh.
I'm very curious to see what he's gonna look
So
like.
I thought it looked good. First of all, the reason I liked it is because it speaks
I thought
the
it
current day.
I thought it was gonna suck, but
trailer.
yeah, but I liked it.
I like the only thing I think is weird is they find glowing condoms
They do look like glowing
Yeah, these
condoms.
like glowing ass
And then
condoms.
they put it on
They
the
like-
lunch thing, and it makes all the stuff
Maybe
burn.
connection to metal or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
know.
But I thought it was really weird.
Hot
They had-
condoms, everybody.
Like they pick them up and they're like looking through them. They're like those colored condoms, you know. That's what it looked like to me. But that black, the black
It's
guy.
like the flavored condoms.
I don't know what his name is, but he looks like he'd be a big actor in someday.
What?
The guy that plays the character, I don't know his name, but I think it's Zach. Zach, the character that plays Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think from what I can see in the trailer, I feel like he's gonna be a big part of this movie.
The black kid?
Yeah. Do you remember the original Black Ranger had a missing finger?
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see it, he has like a missing digit. You just never get to see it. He like always hit it. There's random scenes where he pulls it out.
Is it like intentional or is it the actor?
He's just missing a
cartoon,
finger.
or
He's just missing a finger.
the
That was
fuck?
sick. A new John Wick 2 trailer has been released.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. And
John fucking Wick!
and he has a dog.
Still has a
And,
dog.
And he has a dog?
Yeah. always
and
has a
he's
dog.
and he has Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh,
So
shit.
is this a prequel to The Matrix, as I said?
I think so, because Morphe's in it, isn't it?
And then
That has nothing to do with it, guys. Calm your shit.
oh damn.
Damn.
Can we just like talk about though?
Paul,
The
you
new
need-
Pirates of the Caribbean trailer has been released. Another one, guys.
It looks good. I like it.
I haven't
So
seen
in the
anything
trailer,
yet.
you didn't get to see any Johnny Depp.
Good.
That's true. They
made it
you
creepy.
got to see an illustration of him.
Yes, there's no Johnny Depp, and
You
there's
saw
no.
the you saw the main baddie this time instead of seeing. you know,
I had a very dark, like Power Rangers. I had a very dark feel from this. I liked it. It was really spooky.
Yeah, I think it's very spooky, and the guy
Captain
actually was
Salazar.
kind of scared me. Kind of looked like Harry Potter, like some of the Harry
I
Potter.
liked when he
scenes.
was walking and his hair's kind of floating like that. Was fucking crazy.
Do you
sick.
think that since Captain Jack Sparrow is not appearing in the trailers, do you think they're trying to like
He's
take
probably
his
on the-
role out slowly?
No, he's on the run.
I don't think so. I think they're just trying to build him up.
Maybe they're
Maybe.
maybe they're a little bit wary of Johnny Depp right now.
Well, no, right now,
So-
what's it called? As what's his name? Who plays Will Turner? Orlando Bloom. He's in this. So
Really?
There's theories. Yeah, he's
Fuck
back in it.
Orlando Bloom. I hate him.
So there's theories that the kid that we just saw in the end of the trailer is actually Orlando Bloom's son, and now he'll come back as Davy Jones because he's the new Davy Jones,
Oh, that makes sense.
and probably Jack is on the run. He's wanted. Da 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 da.
We'll see what happens. It looks like a
Yeah.
pretty good movie.
I just want to know
Disney-
how this guy comes into this.
Disney-
Now death is after him.
Disney's been making money
Everybody's
off this
after
movie
it.
since the beginning of its run, so I think
People like it. It's entertaining.
Yeah. Is there any other movies coming out?
Yeah, there's so many movie trailers. There's another one for a War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh shit!
We talked about this a little bit earlier, but
Yeah,
I'm
now we have
really
it officially.
excited for this because I love the last one.
The last one was great.
It looks like it's getting
The
better
last
and better.
two?
I really liked the first one they had.
Mhm.
Yeah, this revamp is a really
Yeah.
nice.
Without what's his name?
James Franco was okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind
Not
him.
James Franco. The
Other
one
one.
before James Franco. The one I just said. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
With the one that
No,
not Mark Wahlberg.
No, Mark Wahlberg.
That's like
that one was the Tim
complete-
Burton one. That one sucked.
Yeah, not that one, but the
Oh,
one
same.
after. I did think that the only thing about Mark Wahlberg's one that was really good is the practical effects of all the chimps and the apes. But then the rest of it was junk. And the whole storyline was junk.
For the one with Frank
Mark
What
Wahlberg.
movie?
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, where they're jumping around and stuff.
Mm.
But no, what are you talking about? There's a scene where they were having ape sex.
What if I'm into
Yeah, they're
that
like
stuff?
dancing around in a bed and like
yeah.
being all weird and then getting all freaky. I don't want to see apes get all freaky.
Oh, you mean that orangutan and then the ape was running
yeah,
like
and
shaking
it
around?
was like, oh, I'm so horny that you're dancing like an ape around my thing. This is really weird. Why
Well,
would they
all
do
I
that?
said is I enjoyed.
I don't
like,
think apes in real life. That was disrespectful for apes. Apes would really not do that.
Yeah, they would. Have you seen how they just switch partners like that?
They wouldn't dance around a bed like that. That's embarrassing.
They do it in public where people are viewing
You
them in
embarrass me.
zoos. And
Don't
they
make
just-
me throw my poop at you.
What?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
done that. I'm just kidding.
Are they gonna make this movie to be like VR or something, or we're not gonna have any VR? Like,
No,
Why would this
I
be in
don't know.
VR?
I was asking.
What the hell kind
Well,
of
Oculus Touch has announced release date of December 6th and will retail for $199.
So now you have the hand motion.
Wait, you're telling me this controller's $199?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're what? Well, they have some technology to them that's pretty cool. They actually, you see how they have that little loop?
Yeah.
They track your fingers, so you can point, and your hand will point in the game. So that's kind of cool. It's a little bit. It's pretty expensive, but you got to keep in mind the Oculus Rift is $500, right? So this puts it at the same. Well, about $500. It puts it at the same price as the Vive now. If you want the hand tracking.
This is for both ones, right? Or is it just like one handle?
No, it's both.
Yeah, you get two for $199.
I hope so. Shit.
Right and left.
Yeah, well, there's also...
So it's
okay.
$500 for the headset, and then $200 for this, and you have to buy another camera if you want to get room scale.
So how many people do you think are gonna like
So that's
break stuff,
$800
or punch
of the Vive.
walls because of this?
I don't know. They have with the Vive. They had something called Chaperone, and that told you when you're getting too close, like too far and too close to walls, in your play space. So it kind of warn you. And they're implementing something like that with this. So I don't think it will be that likely as long as you have it strapped to your wrist. But PlayStation VR, I don't.
I can see some idiot like putting it on in a really close
PlayStation VR. I
space
don't think has anything like that
punching a wall.
implemented. So I think it's more likely the PlayStation VR, to be honest. But they have the rubberized tops.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Hey, Tommy, tell me about this Oculus Connect 3 event.
What?
Well, the team actually announced that a technology they are calling Space Warp.
And this is very similar to what PlayStation VR is doing. You know how we talked about a long time ago, PlayStation VR, the PlayStation is not very powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have to have a system of being able to get it up to 90 frames per second. Otherwise, the game's going to look like a cell phone game because they can't have very high quality graphics. And the minimum spec PC right now is like $1,000. So they're implementing similar technology, and that drops the minimum specs really low. So now it's $500 for a new PC if you're going to be able to, if you want a PC that can play VR. So that's really cool that they're implementing this. It makes it a lot more affordable, especially if you get used parts. It'll be a lot cheaper. You can probably get a PC for like $300 that can play it.
Yeah, that'll bring in some of the low end consumers.
That kind of removes the I need an expensive rig kind of.
But you're talking about, you said you were going to have to spend about like what, $700 for the Oculus plus $500.
Well,
about $1,000.
Again, we're talking if you just want bare bones, you could get the Rift headset, $500, and then $300 for your used PC, and you're in. You don't have to get the tracking controllers. It's optional.
You know how
Unlike the Vive.
painful it is to have like a more expensive headset than your computer. That's sad.
That is,
Well, it's like a TV, right?
Yeah, I'm just
You
saying.
have a $1,500 TV, but you have a $300 console.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's about the same thing because you basically have a TV on your head.
Mhm.
There's also this talk about a standalone head-mounted display.
Yeah. They also announced at Connect 3 that they're going to have a standalone head-mounted display. It's basically like, the Gear VR, except it doesn't have a phone built into it. It's just the computer is on the back of your head.
is this going to give me brain cancer, all this shit on my head and all
No,
this
it's not going to
nonsense?
give you brain
Isn't this
cancer.
kind of same thing as the
It's
PlayStation
basically-
VR?
What if
Because
it
PlayStation
malfunctions?
VR
It's going to have
Lights my head
better.
on fire.
It's not. It's you can say maybe it's about the
Doesn't
PlayStation
PlayStation VR has a processor in it, right, in the head?
but it's not going to have as it's going to be like Vive on your head, basically. Better graphics than your cell phone, but not quite as good as your console. Kind of like in between.
What is it named? It has a special name.
It's going to be called right now. I think it just has how we had Project Neo for PlayStation VR before it got its official name. Right now its project name is Santa Cruz Prototype.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky is being investigated for false advertising. I thought this was only in
Oh, I
The
heard about
UK.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about this.
It's in the UK.
just the UK. I haven't heard anything over
Well,
here.
it's the same company.
I mean, like the UK, like government or whatever, the advertising.
But it's the
blah,
same
blah, blah.
company.
Well, I mean,
Are you guys okay?
they're investigating, what's
Okay,
the
so-
discrepancies, right, between what's in the game and how it's actually described. Because in the trailers it's portrayed that it's, that has like on the what is it, Valve Streams website. It's like described in one way, but it's actually not how the game was. Like the trailer in question, which is prominently displayed on the stream page for the game,
Steam.
stream, whatever, is the one shown to introduce No Man's Sky at E3 in 2014. So I mean, I find it interesting that they're like opening a whole investigation over this.
Well, they shouldn't have the original revealed trailer as the trailer on the Steam website, because it basically is false advertising because not all those features made it in.
Yeah, that gameplay was way different than what we got at the end of the game.
Yeah, the later trailers that they had for that they're showing for PlayStation once they got picked up by PlayStation were not false advertising, but this reveal trailer definitely was. It looks nothing like that.
And it's going to be really difficult for them to get away with this kind of advertising in the UK, because UK and all those companies are really, really hardcore on corporate shit like this. So we'll see what happens.
At least there's going to be a PlayStation experience. It has been announced. It will be held at Anaheim Convention Center next to Disneyland here in California on December 3rd and 4th. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, it's awesome, but they did it really late this year. Usually they're like
it seems like it's too late, but it's okay. I mean, I'm still
no,
gonna
meant
go
like
and have
what I
fun.
meant by late is they announced it late. It's always in December.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah,
it's
but
always
it's
in
like,
December.
how are people going to plan to go though?
The drive.
If
because
it's
it
like
was so
such a
late,
quick,
yeah. I don't know. It's
kinda-
Anaheim
it's kinda
Convention
dumb.
Center. It's gonna be so busy.
Yeah, it's easy for us because
Yeah.
we're here, but for other people,
What I meant is like Anaheim Convention Center is gonna sell out, like it always does, because Anaheim Convention Center, so many people live in Orange County and LA. Irvine is so full of these tech companies that Blizzard's probably gonna be there.
yeah,
Pushing
BlizzCon's
over, yeah.
at Anaheim Convention Center too. Sometimes,
Hire
so.
me. What? You think this is funny? Okay, topic number 1. Let's get into it.
Topic of the week number 1. Luke Cage.
So I liked it. I mean, I binged it. Luke Cage. I didn't really actually know the story for Luke Cage. I never really. Most of these Marvel characters, honestly, I have no idea. Daredevil, I knew just from back when I saw the one movie with Ben Affleck. But other than that, most of these characters I had no idea. So it was really cool learning about the backstory and how Luke Cage became Luke Cage. I like the actor's pretty good. I like how he wasn't just like, there was 1 or 2 moments where I thought it kind of like is really corny how he's pushing like the emotion, but most of the time his badass moments where he goes ham, it was pretty cool. I liked it quite a bit.
I was really worried going into this. I kind of expressed that feeling a lot because when I was watching Jessica Jones, he just seemed like a really boring character. All he does is stand there. He can take hits. Didn't seem to be really much interesting about him. But watching the show, it was more interesting than I thought it would be. They kind of pulled it off for the most part. I wouldn't say I loved the show, but there's some enjoyable parts for sure.
So I think I enjoyed the show. I thought it had a very, very fun. It had something fun about it because it was in New York. I enjoyed it being in Harlem. I thought, how many times do you hear about a Harlem hero? Not very much in any of the Marvel or anything. I never even knew that Luke Cage existed until I watched Jessica Jones. But then once I found him, the character's a little bit solemn. The character's really quiet, but it fits in. He fits in that character role because he's a strong man, a quiet strong man, kind of like I'm gonna say it, a black Superman, but
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
yeah. So he has that, but he's really quiet. He doesn't want to talk about his powers with anybody. He's kind of a con. He's ex-con, but he didn't make.
He was
the
framed.
issue, but I like it. I think it's great, and that's just the background of the character. If you don't have to watch the show to know those stuff. But great. I thought it was great. I love the bad guys in it. I thought it was really fun.
How do you think it compared to Jessica Jones and Daredevil? If you could rank them on a scale.
I personally would put
Daredevil on top.
Daredevil on the top. Number 2 would probably
Daredevil's
be.
amazing.
Well, I want to say really close second is Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are right on each other, like on top of each other.
For me, Luke Cage would definitely be on the bottom, but it's not terrible.
Only reason I put them on the same level is because I hated certain things in Jessica Jones and I hated certain things in Luke Cage. There's different things I hated it for.
I still have to watch Jessica Jones.
But I also liked Luke Cage in many, many realms. There's many things I really liked. All the bad guys in it, great. Except for the end that Will made me watch with him today. And bad. I was so like, it's not the ending that's bad. It's just that for the new world of Marvel that we're watching, and you're watching it and you're thinking that characters can't be corny like you would see.
The weird jumpsuit and then Luke.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Rocky IV.
That was cool though.
I don't want to break out the whole ending, but I think
Go ahead. Your mom's.
your mom's. Oh yeah. There's a scene. Sorry if this is not a spoil though. This is really funny. There's something that's in it that's really New Yorky. There's a guy. He makes fun of Luke Cage's mom, and the guy in the crowd goes. Some guy goes and says, "You gonna let him talk about shit about your moms? That you gotta do something about that." I was like, "What is going on?"
Harlem.
This is Harlem. You show him this is Harlem. I was like, "What is going on?" You repping Harlem now? I think that's what he said.
How did you guys feel about so many villains in this?
There was a
lot of villain change.
Not a lot. There's not a lot of villain change.
There was a lot of villain change.
Yeah, I personally wish they stuck with the one that was originally the main. He was really.
I mean,
I liked him.
The villains are related in a way or shape or form. They're all related.
That's true.
So if you think about it, Spider-Man has a bunch of freaking villains that he fights, but when you look at like one of his villains, sometimes the villain has like 2 or 3 things in him. I would say like he fights Kingpin, doesn't he?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man does. And Kingpin had a whole bunch of little henchmen and stuff like that, so you can say the same thing.
Ellie, did you like it?
No.
Why?
What didn't you like about it?
It's because he's
It's
black.
kind of sad. No. it
Don't
has
lie, Ellie. We know.
Nothing to do with black characters or anything
Well,
like
that's
that.
another topic. I mean, I think Jessica Jones, they made a lot of statements about feminism, I think. Like, a lot of the topic, like, the undertone of that was feminism. This show, a lot of the undertones are black. So if you say, I don't like the show, if you say, I hate Jessica Jones, a lot of people say, oh, this guy probably hates feminists.
I don't want to be mean.
If you say, I hate Luke Cage, a lot of people say, oh, this person hates black
But
people.
there's no. I don't want to cut off Ellie, but the whole thing is I don't see that.
So what,
I
if you don't
never.
like Daredevil, you don't like blind people?
Yeah, the point is, though, you can not like something and not because...
No, it has nothing to do with that, I think. If you didn't like the show, it has its own reasons, right, Ellie? Why do you not like it?
Well, okay, so I like the setting. I totally get that. New York, Harlem, fine. I get that. And I know what kind of characters will be in that. The minorities.
Black characters?
The minorities.
Oh,
Because there's not only just black people. There's
Puerto
there's
Ricans.
mentioned, yeah, exactly. Puerto Ricans, Hispanics. They're all mentioned in there. I have no problem with that.
But where are the white people, man?
I don't care that there's hardly any white people.
I read that news... So, I'm sorry. On Facebook, this post that he's talking about... this is where the story is coming from. Somebody shared something on Facebook, and it says that it has a lot of tweets, and those tweets show people asking that exact same question that Tommy said, and it's from Twitter accounts that have the eggs. It's not even real Twitter accounts. It's just trolls on the internet.
But it's
trolls,
true. Where are the white people?
They're
There was
reporting
hardly any
trolls
white
on the internet. It's done. I'm sorry, Ellie, continue.
What else, Ellie?
All the black people, all the Hispanic people, all the white people in this TV show, I have no connection to. I felt they have all no emotion. Felt like they hardly had any character. That's how I personally felt about them. Luke Cage, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I wasn't familiar with him at all when I first watched it, but it was just so boring.
Honestly, when I first saw I told Will this. When I first heard the name of the show, I thought it was Nick Cage. And I was like, oh, Nick Cage. Isn't he the guy that punches nuts on Mortal Kombat? and I was like, dude, they're making a Mortal Kombat show? And then they're like, no, that's not it. It's
Johnny Cage.
It's Johnny Cage or Nick, whatever else, Johnny Cage. I don't know why that
Nicolas
had that.
Cage.
But at the end of the day, I like the show. I thought that I think I'm opposite of you with only one character I disliked. And if you didn't read, sorry guys, if you don't go on your IMDb, but Rosario Dawson's in this show.
I think you can figure that because she's been in all the. She's Daredevil,
her.
Jessica Jones. You could figure that she's in this.
Who is that?
Rosario Dawson. I don't want to tell you the character, the nurse that comes on.
Yeah.
But
She was so random. I was like, what the fuck?
No, but I thought there was. You're right, Ellie. There is sometimes when you look at Luke Cage's character's face, and there's like no emotion.
No, I agree with Ellie, and that was one of my main concerns is he's just so boring. Not because he's black, but because he's boring.
Well, it's
What
interesting.
do you expect him to be running around with so much passion? Dude, the guy's bulletproof. Fuck off. He's not gonna have emotions. He's made out of steel. His face can't even move like that.
I don't think they're judging him on his his
supposed to be
acting chops.
smooth.
I don't think they're judging him on his acting chops. I'm just saying I think they think the character itself is boring.
I mean, with Superman has this criticism too. I think He's invulnerable. He just like walks around like a god.
Yeah, Superman is really strong, and Superman's got like almost no weaknesses except for kryptonite.
But every movie there's kryptonite, just to be able to take advantage of that weakness.
And then, but the thing is, in this show, he's like seriously like a black Superman, and his whole thing is really, really. It's an interesting concept, and the whole storyline where it's in Harlem, and what Harlem's about, and how people talk about it. It is geared a little bit towards the African American community, but I don't think that
I was a little confused though about something.
About what?
It said in the beginning that he, and then like when he's in prison, it says like, oh, he's an ex-cop, but then he says that he was like special forces or something like that, like halfway through. So I was confused. Like, what's his background then? Like,
I don't know. It just says he's a cop. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He's got special training.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of backstory like about it. That
they owe you a lot of backstory because there's a lot of backstory that's missing in this movie and show.
Maybe that's what was missing for me. That I was just not intrigued because there's none of this backstory. Like I'm not getting.
Well, you said you enjoyed the parts that were actually backstory, right?
Yeah, exactly. The prison scenes were my favorite scenes. Like there was something in that was more like it made me stop what I was doing to actually watch. I honestly will say the rest of it, I'm like doing something else and hardly paying attention.
My favorite scenes were the barbershop scenes because it brought me like so much joy to watch barbershop.
Oh, nice.
It was very similar.
I had a bad thing in the barbershop, and it haunts me to this day. I was at the barbershop when I was a kid. And the lady was clipping my hair, and I broke the clippers.
How?
My hair. She was cutting my hair, and all of a sudden the clipper went, and she's like, "You broke my clippers." I said, "How is that?" I was like, "I'm like 8."
Did she make you pay for it?
I said, "How?" And my mom comes up. She's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Your son has broken my clippers with his hair." And my mom's like, "So change your clipper." And she's like, "Well, that's like $8 for a blade." I'm like, "My mom's like, I'm not paying you that. Let's go."
Wow.
And left, but I never recovered from that.
Wait, did you get a full? Was the haircut done?
No, it was not done.
How can she like make you guys want to pay? I don't get.
She just said you broke it with your hair. Your hair's too thick. I said, what the fuck? You should have known that when we started cutting my hair.
Yeah, and cut less. Like cut less at a time.
Don't use a clipper. Use scissors.
Use a chainsaw. Apparently,
I don't have that strong hair. Anyway, if you didn't catch it, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this show. A lot. I don't want to break them all out there for you, but in the show you get to see Luke Cage's original costume.
Yeah, the way they did it was kind of funny, actually.
It was good. I thought it was really well done and funny. But his original costume is a yellow T-shirt, blue jeans or
with
blue
like
pants,
only the very bottom buttoned,
and his chest is fully out. There's no hair on that chest. It's really masculine. And then he's got silver gauntlets and a silver head crown thing. And yeah, it looks kind of awkward. And we'll put a picture up on our Nerd Confessions page. And when you get to check it out, tell us, on our page what you guys think. Do you think it looks goofy? It looks super 70s. Like it's like really 70s looking.
Well, doesn't he make fun of himself too about it?
Yeah. Well, they kind of blew it up. Like they mentioned it multiple times. Speaking of things I mentioned multiple times, though, they kept saying that nurse character kept saying, "Well, I know a really good lawyer. Well, I know a really good lawyer. Well, I happen to know this really good lawyer."
She only said it like twice.
She said like 4 times.
No, she didn't. She said it twice.
You know why she said it, Tommy?
Because it's going to tie in together.
Who's a lawyer in the show?
Daredevil.
They just need to do this tie-in. I would have loved this a lot more if they did.
I think it's going to happen in season 2.
They need to do it. They
can't do it right off the first season. They need to let the character be him.
You know what'd be really cool is if
just do it.
The Flash was running at him and he punched him straight in the face.
That's a whole different thing.
Okay.
That's DC, bro.
Oh yeah, the Flash is DC. Holy moly!
Relax your marbles.
He got this in his head because Flash just got on Netflix from CW.
Ooh.
So it'd be really cool. Number one, it'll be really cool if he runs. And you notice that they were buying. There's a lot of Easter eggs. So the guy that fights Iron Man in one of the movies where he makes, I forget the name of the company. The guy that makes all the Iron Man suits in that one movie, Iron Man 3, I think it was, or 2. Tommy, do you know?
I have no idea.
It was 3, I think.
It's 3. His rival competitor. He's in the storyline that has something to do with him. There's a storyline with a lot of the storyline fits into the movies. The original, I think, the Avenger movies.
No, actually, it was 2.
I think it was 2.
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
it fits into the Marvel movie universe a lot. So they kind of allude to a lot of things, which is great.
For the longest time, I thought they were referring to the that experiments that he did on Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought that's what I was.
They're talking about the
referring to.
incident.
No. I know that, but I'm saying when they did the experiments, I thought
that's how his origin
it's a
story
different
is.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
It's kind of an interesting origin story, but at the same time, it's like, why was? Well, I don't want to break anything out, but the whole storyline, I like that they're bringing out black actors like out into the forefront, and this show had a lot of prominent.
I liked it.
Strengths in it. I think it'll be great if it continues. I just think it needs to get a little bit more away from like general storyline when it comes to, I guess this might have been what the comics were about, but general enemies.
There's only one issue I have with it, and that was if this guy was like a former cop or whatever, right? And now he's suddenly bulletproof. I didn't like the fact that there were certain situations where he was just really hesitant to do something. And it's like, dude, you know you're bulletproof. You're a former cop. You should have that.
He doesn't know his limitations.
No, not just that, but like you should have that like intense awareness that you know you have to do something. Do it now. But
he's on the run. He can't make himself known.
No, but at times he was like just taking his sweet time to be like, I should probably stop him.
Yeah, that's how I felt like too. Like that's
just
where
like,
it's like there's no
go.
emotion. There's no like it's like he's not thinking. It's like what's going on?
Yeah, there are
And then he
times
just turns around like shoot my back. I'm like,
he's blocking him.
I know, but at the same time, it's like try to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there was
That's
a lot
true.
of times where you could just like kill everybody.
Exactly.
I'm
Throw
just like,
a
dude, you could have
desk
ended
at them.
all this crap.
Yeah, but I think in that
get-go.
if they had that form, if you wanted to kill somebody, I'm sure like another hero would have came out of nowhere because he was making so much news. You have to have like heroes show up.
Did you catch that reference they made to Frank Castle?
Yeah,
There
there are a lot of references to a lot of Marvel characters.
Yeah, and they're working on a Punisher series as well.
I'm
I can't
excited
wait.
for that
That's
one if
gonna
they
be
do it.
awesome.
I hope he punishes a lot of people.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ratings.
Yes, ratings. Go, Ellie.
I'm trying not to be so mean, so I can honestly give it like a 2,
Wow.
but I'll give it a 3 because I like the number 3.
So
Okay.
wow,
3 out of 10 for Ellie.
3 out of 10. What's
3 out of 10. Exploding bullets.
nice?
Mhm.
Exploding drill bullets
Drill bullets. Sure.
from the incident. I'm gonna give it.
Should have killed him. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. Sweet Christmases.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I don't think I got that far.
Tommy,
No, he said all the time.
I give
Whenever
it
something
a-
bad happens.
Christmas?
7.5 bullet holes.
bullet holes, nice.
Yeah, whenever something bad happens, said, "Sweet Christmas."
Sweet Christmas.
Christmas addicts. I'm sorry. I will give it the highest rating of the bunch. I give it an 8. I give it 8 mustard yellow 70s pimp
8?
shirts. Yeah. Yeah, I give it an 8. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know why. Don't judge me.
That's good. That's good. It's fine. No, I mean,
Hey, Sohail grew up in downtown LA.
Well, that kind of has something to do with
I
it.
think
but,
it partly has something to do with it.
I just enjoy the
The thug life. Again.
No, there was no thug. There was not that much thuggery in
No,
this.
there-
But
Are you kidding me? Half the
I
fucking
really
movie is
enjoy.
thuggery.
No, it's not that
Or
kind of
show.
thuggery. Like not Tupac thuggery.
Dude, no one's Tupac thuggery.
But anyway, moving on. The whole thing I enjoyed about it, I enjoyed the black actors that are gaining some notoriety, getting into the mix of Marvel. 'Cause-
I like the guy
Yeah,
that
I'm
plays
all
Luke
for
Cage. I just wish it wasn't as boring. I like the way he talks and the way he acts.
oh yeah, I know what you're saying, but
that's all
I don't
good,
think
but
it was
it's
him. I think it's the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
It
the
has to do with the
characters I don't
writing. I don't think it has
Yeah, for
anything to do with his
sure.
acting. His
I really like
acting
the way he
was fine.
pronounces. His voice is really cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, they
all
could
the
use him.
actors were
Name's
great.
Luke
I didn't
Cage.
care for any of the villains. I didn't really care for Luke Cage. It's for the characters that
God.
were developed.
Maybe
It
it's the
wasn't
right, the character development. That's different. I think the actors themselves did a great job.
6.125.
Ew. That's a gross.
Six.
We round down for
6.1.
goodness.
6.
Nice.
Official Nerd Confessions ranking 6.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Who likes it in the butt? Sorry, don't put that in.
Topic of the week number 2. Destiny. Rise of Iron.
So Ellie and I played Rise of Iron a lot. Ellie, what'd you think of it so far?
It was fun. I liked getting guns.
Was there enough gun variety for you on this one? I mean, they had the axes, which were cool. When you swing, it goes cling, cling, cling. And
I
then
mean,
they have the
they were
slam.
fun to play with, but personally, to actually fight with them, I didn't care for it too much.
Yeah.
So the video that Will put up, if you guys want to check it out, it's on our YouTube.
Yeah, we had a
page.
review. Everyone watched it.
Will did it, and I think that my favorite part is the hairy gun. I mean,
The
furry
hairy
gun.
The
It's
iron,
a little furry.
yeah, the Iron Banner, which is a Crucible mode, drops special gear and weapons, and the special gear and weapons is dropping this time around. Have fur on them because it's supposed to be like, oh, you're in a wolf pack because
They kill the wolves.
They're not actually dead wolves. It looks like more like bear fur. But
Yeah. No, I did like I like the art direction the whole thing went into. I think I kind of like just like exploring things, just stare at things.
yeah,
So that was cool.
the content was actually a lot
Fun.
shorter than I thought it would be. A lot shorter than Taken King, and
Yes,
it's
yeah.
only $10 cheaper than Taken King.
How much is this?
$30.
$30.
Taken King was $40.
So in the total, the grand scheme, if you bought it without buying like a season pass or anything, not a season pass, the expansions together.
Yeah, well, this is by itself. It doesn't have a
So
season pass.
what I meant is like, so in total you would be spending like $120 for all
Yeah.
the games.
I think the route they're taking with this though is the same thing they do with Taken King. You also will get at least one or two free updates.
That's pretty cool. I from what I remember when I played Taken King and all that stuff, I know.
Well, a lot of the
Bungie's-
complaints you had with Vanilla Destiny are kind of taken care of, like the whole gun light thing. When you get a gun on the raid now, it's going to have a high light level. Maybe it's not the gun you want, but you can take that light level to a gun you like instead.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, before the guns suck, you had to use the ones from the raid, so you had to rely on that one raid drop, and you had no other option. Now you can use anything, so everybody can customize whatever armor set they want. They just have to take whatever drop they had from the raid or whatever highlight
and strip
drop
it, spirit, and put it in whatever.
Yeah,
it
just
is.
infuse it into whatever you have.
That's really nice because at the time you would pick up something in the raid like a shotgun. That's absolutely what I always got, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't fucking use this many shotguns.
Yeah, the grind is still there.
Well, I
But-
don't doubt that.
It's part of the whole community thing. Otherwise, everybody can just play with no
Nobody minds. I don't mind. I didn't
with no
mind.
carrot at the end of the stick.
I didn't mind the grinding to grab parts for things. I just didn't like that every time I would try to get something like a gun, like I wanted, like, oh, you guys got this gun or something. All of a sudden, nowhere, I get a freaking shotgun every freaking time. I got like 4 shotguns.
But now you could buy a good weapon that you want from a Vanguard vendor, and then just infuse that shotgun into your good weapon.
That's awesome.
So you're fine.
So what did you think, Ellie? The guns you played with, are they fun?
I think she actually stuck with the one that she got from Taken King.
Yeah, I'm just fusing guns. Like, and
Yeah.
I mean, if they're an exotic, I just keep them around. But only if they're like certain ones. Like, I don't care for handguns or sidearms. I just
Sidearms actually.
disassemble.
I don't
you
know. We should be trying sidearms again because they actually got a buff. They're actually a lot stronger than these.
I don't really care for
Are
it.
are these strong? Are you only using the one on Taken King because you enjoy that gun, or just because
Yeah,
you
no,
got
I
stuck
do.
with it? Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Well,
I'm stuck with it.
what happened
and,
is
like,
it's like one of the best weapons in the game, and now we have to build up to the best weapons in the game. So I actually moved on to new weapons because I finished the raid. I got some new raid drop weapons, and they're really good. But I still go back to one of the weapons she's using all the time. My favorite one, the Hung Jury.
yeah, because I mean, I even compare them to the guns I get. Like, it's still not that. It's not better. It's like the impact is still like lower than that one. And the one
Well,
I'm
it's good though.
using,
I mean,
so-
every gun has its advantages.
Yeah,
so you just have a lot of
but-
variety.
Some people get used to shooting with a gun. Like, I enjoy the way this gun handles. I'm going to stay with this gun. So I can see why people would want to do that. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the Gallahorn back. That's
Yeah.
back. Yeah, it's really cool.
Isn't it gold?
Well,
It's the Iron
you have the
Gallahorn.
original scheme, and then if you pre-ordered, you have the black one too. So
Does it have to do
That's
something with?
black.
it's black, yeah.
I know
It's black and white.
Silverish.
Well, it has silver metal parts, but overall it's black.
That's awesome.
But it's really cool to have it back, and they made a quest line, so there's no random drops for it anymore.
Nice.
So all the really best weapons in the game, like I said in the review, you always get them from quests.
That's nice. That makes it so it's less douchey where I got 3 Galahorns. So how many?
I'm going to break them down.
None.
Yeah, and you have to grind and grind and grind and grind. You have no guarantee. You could have start playing from when the game first came out, and like a year later might not even have it. But now they fixed that. They just made the ones that you get from drops. They just made those ones not required. Basically, they're just ones with fun perks.
I like the
awesome.
wolves.
Yeah. The Spicers, the Fallen Spicers. What do you think of those guys?
They're cool. When I hear the word splicers, I automatically think
I know
of
Bioshock. The first thing I thought,
Like,
splicers.
splicers. Where? What's the Houdini splicers?
I need to get my camera out and research them so I can do more damage.
Isn't there like a new, I want to say a new enemy?
Well, it opens up and you're kind of reintroduced back to Sepkis Prime from the first strike that you ever play in the game, and he's redone. He's now a splicer. He's now reborn and perfected by Shiva, and then you kind of chase him down, hunt him down the strike, and then you have another new strike that has another boss on that one, and this is the one that's not a redo of original content.
Okay.
And he has this ogre he's controlling, but you can't hit the ogre. You have to kill him, and that's kind of a fun strike. And then they redid the one with it's not Golgroth. That's from the raid, but you remember the big ogre? That hive thing.
Yeah.
They redid that one
On the moon, right?
On the moon, and that one was kind of fun. It was what sucks though is they track. They added updates that allow them to see exactly where everybody hangs out on the maps. So what they did is they took all those areas, put traps, so you can't hang out in those areas anymore, just to make it more challenging.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but
is this Shiva character the Indian Shiva, or is it its own name?
No. It's Shiva is not like an actual physical thing. It's just like a technology, basically.
Got it.
So you can take matter and transform things with it. It's kind of strange. So everything has like these red veins on it, and it's like taking metal and converting it to what you want it to be. So you show up at the Cosmodrome. That's like the first story mission, and then you look around, and all you see is like metal being eaten away at by these little bots, and those little bots are taking the metal and putting it into Shiva to be changed into something else from the Fallen that are currently controlling it.
Oh, okay.
So you travel around, and there's roofs missing, and a lot of original scenes, like little areas, are changed around a lot. So I thought that it was a cool introduction to, oh crap, everything's changing. But what I was really kind of disappointed with was the raid boss on Taken King. You had a lot of introduction to him. It was like Oryx, right? You find him on the last story mission, and he's back, and you have to get him on the raid. In this one, I have no fucking idea who these people are I'm fighting the raid. The raid is one of the best raids I've ever played. It's really fun.
This current raid is.
Yeah, this current raid. But I have no idea who these bosses are. There's there's no lead up to them.
Isn't that like...
It's kind of the same with Atheon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about
It's
Atheon.
kind of the same storyline with the first Destiny. And you're like, what the fuck is
but
going
then there was
on?
the next raid, and you had Crota, and there was a lot of talk about Crota.
Was there nothing inside the Gwynmore cards or whatever it was?
I'm sure it's in the Grimoire cards, but
who the hell reads those? But anyway,
yeah, there's a lot of story behind Destiny that's in the Grimoire cards that's not actually in the game. But I think part of that's just it's a social game with friends, so it's kind of hard to fit that in.
Exactly.
But
you could still add a story.
Yeah, they need to find a way. Hope Destiny 2 they kind of fix this, to find a way to get this in, because not even the Division was able to resolve this. It kind of sucked, and when you're doing the Division.
Yeah, well, the Division was... I felt like the Division, I didn't understand anything in the story. I just thought it was a bad guy. I thought it was just a random mercenary, but yeah. So what do you like about the guns? Are they stronger? I mean, what I mean by stronger, are their firing rates different? Are they anything...
They're just cool to look at.
They're just cool to look at? Okay,
Ellie, that's not true.
I don't know. I
love the cosmetics.
Yeah, they look pretty. But no, there's some good guns. I mean, other than that Iron Galahorn, there's...
I like the...
What I meant by is like, is there any fire rate differences? Are they like different?
Yeah, there's always guns with like higher fire rate, lower fire rate.
Well, I meant the original, but I meant like, is there anything like crazy, like a zip gun where it just like unleashes your whole like clip?
The coolest gun in the game right now is a pulse rifle, and it has a really complex story, a quest to be able to get it. You have to be on the certain part of the raid, and there's 2 people that have to read monitors, and you have to take binary code and convert it to actual numbers, and then you have like all these little blocks, and they have like cells, so you have to say, okay, 1 2, so that's I have to jump right there, so one person jumps there, then they read the numbers again, and you have to have 4 people do it.
Wow.
And then once that happens, once that happens, it takes a lot of coordination.
Hey, you know what that is?
Though.
That is just a big.
Does everyone get the gun, or does everyone?
It's fun when you do it. You feel accomplished.
Does everyone get the gun in that group?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good then.
It's not that hard. It's just the fun part of it is figuring it out. And then you have these other little puzzles you have to do, and then you have to do strikes and other things like this. But it's not monotonous. It's actually really quick. My friends and I did it in like 2 hours.
2 hours? Sounds like a big waste of time.
It's always been like that. No, he's not. In Destiny, we did a raid that lasted us about 7 or 8 hours, and we got off at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
But once you know how it's a puzzle. You have to figure it out with your friends and coordinate with each other.
No, every Destiny game.
How is it any different than Ark?
Fuck that.
Instead of in Ark.
8 hours for.
But
like,
no, listen.
raid?
In Ark, what you're doing is you're just farming and building stuff, right?
How would you know? You hardly play.
In this
Mr.
one,
8 hours.
In this one, you're coordinating with friends. You're learning. You're getting. And you're improving your skills.
It's a different type of time investment. When you're doing Ark, you're investing in building. You're investing in getting dinosaurs.
Yeah, now that my friends and I have run through the raid, we can go back through it in less than an hour.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, they play to do something else. We play to do something else. So yeah.
I mean, it's just 2 different types of fun. I like playing Ark, but it doesn't mean that Destiny is bad.
Yeah. So what would you rate it? You and Ellie?
I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. It's enjoyable. I like the drops.
It's higher than
it's
me.
Fun.
You really liked it then?
I do.
Wow.
I just haven't really played the raid. That's all.
You did play the raid. You played part of it.
What would you give it, Will?
8 out of 10. Like I had said in my review. So 8 out of 10.
What's
nanites?
Nanites. So what was yours, Ellie, again?
9 out of 10. Wolves.
Wolves.
The wolves.
The wolves.
Wow. Hey guys. So question of the week.
Question of the week.
What is it?
Okay, so back in our childhood, we watched Power Rangers, right?
The hell we did. I watched Barney all day.
So what
Fuck those Eminem characters. I don't play none of those teams.
Hey, what color Power Ranger were you?
Black.
And why?
Black because black is good.
You were the white
Dark
one,
side.
Samuel?
I was like a Sith Lord.
You wanted to be the white one?
I wanted to be the white one. I also went to school with where the white one went to school.
Okay.
The hell?
I got so mad at that guy because all the ladies wanted to be like him. I like this girl a lot, and she's like, "Oh, you're pretty cool, but I love the Green Ranger."
Honestly, if I had a choice, I would rather be the green one than the white one. I didn't like the tiger one.
Wait, because it looks like money?
More because he had the brontosaurus and not the tiger, the white tiger. Do you remember he had the brontosaurus instead? When he called up his
You
dinosaurs?
said Blue Ranger?
The Green Ranger.
Oh, Green Ranger.
Oh, I completely forgot they had dinosaurs. Holy shit.
Yeah, they had dinosaurs that linked to
And they
them.
transform and stuff, right?
Yeah, the Black Ranger was a mammoth.
Oh, yeah.
What was the Yellow Ranger?
Forgot about all
Yellow
that.
Ranger was I think the Yellow Ranger was a yellow tiger, right?
Yeah, tiger.
Yeah, well, that's the one I always was
You're
like
Asian.
Yellow.
So when I was a
the
child,
thing is, there was it turns into African American, doesn't it? After
I don't know,
a
but I
while?
could see it being Native American.
But yeah, I remember being like the Asian.
I remember when I was in when I was a kid, I had all their weapons. I had the axe, which was basically a shotgun. The axe was a
I
shotgun.
actually wasn't that into Power Rangers when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't get your attention or anything?
Were you not
No.
a child?
Dude,
I was
like-
way more into Spider-Man and
Let
Batman.
me guess.
and shit.
William liked the Blue Ranger.
You say
I didn't necessarily like the Blue Ranger. Everybody said I am the Blue Ranger. Everybody looked at me. You are the Blue Ranger. Partly because my name when I was a child was Billy.
Oh, that's messed up.
Billy Blue.
Wait, before we move on, didn't the Blue Rangers take off into space and just disappear?
I don't remember.
They're like, fuck this bounce
But
house.
that's what his name was, is Billy.
Yeah, I remember his name was
Yeah.
Billy.
My name's
And that's
Billy.
part of why it's like, oh, you're nerdy like him too. was like, okay,
What are you like in third
because
grade?
he had the name and the thing. I
You were
know.
so messed up in third grade.
And then girls were telling me, "Oh, I don't like you. I like the Green Ranger. You're pretty all right."
Someone told you that?
Did
Yeah.
somebody tell you you're
That's
like a Red
sad.
Ranger?
Should have kissed me on the forehead though.
Who was your ranger?
You
Again?
getting slutted up at third
Blue.
grade?
Which one do you
Right.
want though? Who did you want?
You pimp.
I don't know.
You a Ranger.
I was mad at the Green Ranger, so I didn't want to be him.
So the red.
And the red I thought was cool because he's a leader.
Is it because he matches your hairstyle?
They had a
Red.
special. They had a special thing about the red. There was an episode of the Power Rangers where all the Red Rangers got together from every lineage.
How do you
It was-
remember, how do you
That's
remember all this
strange.
shit?
Because I saw it randomly on the internet, and all the Red Rangers got together because the Red
Randomly.
Ranger had a
Random.
special.
I remember I saw that episode.
You saw that episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that Red Ranger actually has a special spark to him that none of the Rangers have.
Yeah, because he's a leader, right?
Yeah, the leadership
Yeah.
run. The Green Ranger was kind of an offshoot that they never did again.
Yeah, he's like a lone guy. And
Yeah.
he kind of becomes leader, but
He becomes a Red Ranger later,
yeah, that's true.
but that's because that's his thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I enjoyed Power Rangers. I liked it. I'm gonna be honest, I loved it. And when I was a kid, the Yellow Ranger died when we were in the kid show because in real life she died because of a car accident. Then Kelly Kapowski.
Oh yes, the Pink Ranger.
The Pink Ranger.
She got really popular.
She got really popular, and she's popular to this day. She's
What
in
is
shows
she?
now. She's like a cop in a movie, in a show, or some show. She's a cop.
Her Ranger outfit always reminded me of the what's that, Starburst? The pink one?
Oh, the
the pink flavor of Starburst.
Yeah, the pink
the one
flavor.
that
Strawberry?
everybody doesn't give up.
Yeah, the good one.
Strawberry.
Is that what it is? I forgot what
Strawberry.
flavor it is.
Maybe.
That-
So whenever you see the Pink Ranger, you
I think
taste
it's strawberries.
strawberry
Yeah.
And you eat
Starburst
it.
in your mouth.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's weird. Well, I only
Is that
how it is?
like the yellow one, and I wanted to be the yellow one because,
Is it sour?
strangely enough, back in my childhood, yellow was my favorite color. It's weird.
It is weird.
Is it because you're
okay,
chicken?
I'll tell you a story about my wife.
Yeah.
My wife wanted to be the Pink Ranger when she was in Halloween, but there was no Pink Ranger costumes left, so she had to be the Yellow Ranger, and she felt really awkward because she's like, I'm not Asian. Though I was like, it has nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're a kid, that
That's
show
what
is
you
pretty
think.
racist, right? Because the Black Ranger's a black guy.
Yeah.
The Yellow Ranger was a freaking Asian lady, and the Pink Ranger was like a girl that was really like feminine. Red Ranger was a guy, and then the Blue Ranger was just whatever they had left over, nerdy guy. So that's it.
What about Green Ranger?
Green Ranger was some hulky Mexican guy. He was Mexican,
Oh,
I think.
yeah,
he
that's
was
right.
Mexican guy.
Of course.
Long
green.
hair.
So green for like cutting grass and shit? That's
No,
fucked up.
what is wrong with you?
I looked right at Ellie too when I said that. She just gave me a death stare back.
After
If I
Luke
was
Cage
in-
just got out of control.
If I was gonna say anything, he would be like, it's green for like the Mexican flag because it was like a really close to the Mexican flag green, like that really shiny. Well, that's what I would say, but that's it. The when he became the White Ranger, he became boring to me because he had that knife, and I like the flute more.
How do you remember all this shit? You must have seen this shit
I-
recently.
I thought
No
it was
way.
cool, but at the same time, I hated it.
You didn't like his flute?
I don't even remember them having flutes.
He had a Dragon Zord.
You're
first.
younger than me.
He had a little
I don't
Godzilla
remember
walking
that.
around at first.
I just
Yeah.
remember they were like Morphin Power Rangers, some shit, and then there was like dinos, and I was like, dude, what is this fucking show?
Speaking of
Gumby.
Godzilla, we got to see Shin
How
Godzilla. I'm
old
really
are
Yeah, I
excited
want to
for
see
that.
that
you?
too.
Not 4 or 5.
Anyway,
You
if you
you're Teletubbies or something.
if you watched
No, I was Gumby.
if you have a choice, if you want to watch Voltron, we watched Voltron very, very long ago in our episode sets. You can go back and visit. I think it was like episode 2, 3, or something like that. We watched, or 4.
Ooh,
watched
what is
Voltron.
Teletubbies. I'm older than you.
And
I don't know.
Voltron is
Exactly.
basically where
What the hell's going on
Power
here?
Rangers stole its information from. I mean, Voltron is the original.
Well, didn't they
Power
steal it
Rangers.
from that Japanese show that was?
Yeah, I know, but Voltron is basically the original Power Rangers, right? You're talking about
Yeah.
the same stuff. But yeah, my dad watched Voltron in the 80s. So he loved that show. So my dad's 56 now.
Word?
I'm a youngster. Word to your
Shout
mother.
out to Dad.
Shout out to my dad that likes to call me in the middle of the day just to say he's angry with life.
Oh, that's cute.
And then my mom was yelling at him at the same time. It's pretty hilarious.
We talked about Voltron in episode 11.
So episode 11, go back and listen to episode 11. We talk about Voltron. Voltron is basically the original Power Rangers, but I think it's from the 80s or 70s or something like that.
We also talked about saying "Okay, Daddy,"
Okay, Daddy.
and how
Oh, that's
girls
nasty.
should say that.
Don't no. Let's not go back to that. But-
Shout out to Encore.
We should watch Shin Godzilla. I think Shin Godzilla is going to make me super excited. And also Gears of War 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap this week's Confessions. Join us next week for more discussions, opinions on things that pique our interest. If you have any confessions you would like us to discuss, feel free to send it our way. As always, we want to thank all our listeners and followers for tuning in and supporting us. Share us, like us, review us, whatever you want to do. Every bit helps us grow. Don't forget, you can find our previous episodes and bonus contents on our website, nerdconfessions.net. This is Nerd Confessions signing off.
Boom. Chicka,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day, everybody. Love you.
Sleep.
I love you more.
Oh. You guys love each other.
Logging out of Nerd Confessions. Connections terminated. Transmission over.